2024.
First race day.
CBR.
Oh, dude, 2024. Shout out Bros Ride Bikes. If you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that sub on this channel. These boys are doing something special. Look at this jersey. Red, white, and blue.
First CBR number 1, January 21st. It's race day. We're feeling ready. Had a great off season. Did get sick a little bit, but did some training coming into this, so we're feeling good.
Ready to go. 2 3s and then pro.
Eli is rocking the national champs kit.
Dude, look at those. Look at that red, white, and blue.
Gotta perform in that thing.
We got EJ. He'll be on the sprint. He always is.
I don't know about that, dude. I'm just trying to keep up with these young guns.
Let's go warm up.
I'm getting old.
Those of you who don't know, CBR, California Bicycle Racing down in Carson, California is super wide open. So this guy says he's gonna send a flyer on the first lap. It's a horrible idea.
No. Listen.
Our coach told us, wait for the field sprint, follow some moves.
My coach told me send a flyer, especially if the ground's a little bit wet, and just test the field, right? We want to amp this race up. If you're riding alone like we are, sometimes you got to spend the extra energy to figure out the strategy.
That sounds like a horrible idea to me. But he can do 400 watts for 20 minutes, so we might have a shot. Let's go start the 2-3 race.
Jumping right in, and sadly it started raining right as we started to line up for this 2-3 race, so it made it very interesting and very dynamic, and you can just tell like I'm already like getting bumped and like it's pretty sketch, so it's terrible.
Yeah, but as you can see, if you take the right lines, you can really manipulate these corners and move up a lot and carry your speed through them.
Yeah, so you can see we got 2 men up the road, and me and Rich are just gonna try and pull this back, bring it all together, stitch it up. So you can see I'm at the front doing a pretty hard dig to get up to these 2, and then I'm just gonna pull off and really milk it.
Right here, EJ attacks on the right, and I jump on his wheel. He does a big sprint. I think there's a couple guys up the road, so he's trying to bridge. He flicks me through. I pull, and I really wanted to make a breakaway stick because it's a lot safer than a field sprint.
Yeah, and usually breakaways don't stick at CBR, especially in the 2-3 race, but it's been really rare. But like you can see, like guys are just trying to attack off the front all the time, seeing what they can do. Maybe we'll let them go, but usually not. And right here, I'm like trying to bring him back, but I flick, trying to save energy, and he just doesn't pull. So I'm back on the front again, doing a little more work, but the field just is just sitting up and doesn't really want to work. So I just fall back into the pack.
Yeah, and right here, they were chasing hard, and whoever was behind me let the gap open up, and so we got a little group going off the front, but it got closed pretty quick.
Yeah, just again, like nothing sticks at these CBR 2-3 races. Right here, we're going into 1 to go, and we're gonna try our hand in the inevitable field sprint, and we just kind of do whatever because like there's no breakaways, and it's real sketch field sprint. And like you can see like Micah getting bumped and like pinched, and it's very hectic going into these last corners.
Yeah, so this is my camera, 2 corners to go, kind of getting shuffled back, which was a bummer. I should have been more aggressive. And right here, this rider got real sketch, and then whoever this is in front of me just slowed way down, and I lost all of my momentum, which was a huge bummer. And then they started sprinting for like 30th. Eli flew up the right side to sprint for like 27th, but I pulled the plug, and yeah, that was my race. It was a pretty sketch day in the rain, but we're looking forward to more races to come.
Race number 2, it went from pouring rain to sunny and just blue skies. So the pro race was way better than the 2-3 race, a lot smoother, and not as surgy and just faster and more fun.
Yeah, dry roads and a huge field. We averaged like 28.5 miles an hour, so it was a good fast race. Legs were a little bit tired from the 2-3 race. By the end, my legs could not sprint. I was about to start cramping, but it was a good race.
Yeah, and it was a lot. Everybody seemed more like comfortable on the bike, going through turns, and like people were throwing down attacks with like Corey Williams off to the right, and everybody wanted a piece of that. So it made it very interesting and just fun.
Yeah, so you can see Eli right here does a great job at moving up on the inside on this downhill fast corner. Also want to talk about real quick, there were a lot of hitters in this race. Legion, Blazers, Aviators, 2 guys from Hagen's Berman Action were out here. So it made the race a lot more fun and interesting.
There was only like 2 crashes in the race, but you can see like right here, Arden Schmidt like hits the curb and crashed himself out. So that was like other than that, it was a pretty safe race. You can see right there, and it was just nice and fast.
Yeah, right here you can see I moved up to the front, and there's a little brake going off, and I see Eddie go, and this is like my one attack for the race. So I jump on Eddie's wheel, and we bridge up, and I thought this was the brake that was going to go to the line. It had Eddie, Gavin, Jason, like all the normal breakaway guys, and so I was super stoked to make this, and it lasted like 2 or 3 laps, but then we ended up getting brought back, which was a shame.
Yeah, I saw you go. I saw you and Eddie go, and I was like, that could be it. That might win it. But then like a lap later, it was all back together, and we were waiting for that field sprint to go up for 1 to go.
Yeah, so you can see right here going into 1 lap to go. My legs are pretty shot right now, but I'm trying to move up. And Eli, what are you thinking at this point?
Yeah, my legs are quite shot as well from the 2-3, and I'm just trying to salvage what I can. And we only sprint for like 30th or something, but it was pretty fast the last lap. Like Legion was keeping it fast, and Miami Blazers and the Aviators were up there. So yeah, just rolling in for like 50th or like 30th around there.
Yeah, I rolled in for like 28th or something. Blazers, Legion, and Austin Aviators took first, second, third, which was cool. Dante won, which was awesome to see. First CBR of the season. Let's go.
Okay, we got EJ. How was the 2-3 and the pro?
Dude, the 2-3 was good. It was honestly a little bit choppier of a race, I think because of the wet. Everyone was riding a little bit on edge. So us 3 collectively kind of just rode in the top couple wheels, tried to keep it safe.
Couldn't even see through my glasses.
Yeah, I think I ended up 3rd in the 2-3 in the sprint, but it was purely off luck, to be honest.
You can't be up there in the sprint.
Yeah, we knew it.
Yeah.
2,500 watts.
The 1-2-3 was a lot more smooth, to be honest. It was a good race. I just tried to roll a couple brakes. We honestly had one move that I thought was going to stick. Jack and I were in it, had all the hitters, but ended up getting brought back.
Thanks for watching. First race of the 2024 season. Done and dusted. It was a great time, kept it upright.
Yup, had an okay race for the 2-3s and the pro, but we're hoping for more in this coming season. So yeah, just awesome times. As always,
You know it, bros ride bikes.